Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another Minisode. Today we're going to be going on about fleets. Um, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail, I'll just show you what you can get and what's going to benefit you. So a lot of people will disagree with what I'm about to say, but I believe in getting into a fleet early. The main reason I say people are going to disagree with it is mainly because a lot of people believe that you shouldn't be worrying about fleets until you hit endgame. However, the way I see it, is the earlier you start, the earlier you can actually start getting the bits that you need. So, with fleets, you can get such items which you equip to your ship, and they actually are a lot more powerful than the standard set that you get from like Deep Space Encounters, everything like that. Because they usually have a second set ability, or they're just normally usually a little bit more powerful anyway. So, what I'm going to show you is consoles and shields, everything like that. We've got just down here. So, from your fleets, once you've hit their prerequisite, so you need to get the permission from them to actually use all the requisitions and everything like that from the fleet. So usually you do that by ranking up in the fleet system, which is absolutely fine. I do that with my fleet, and that's, I've set the parameters of what people need to do, and they do it, and then they can help themselves to what they want. It doesn't really bother me. So you can get shields, you can get deflectors, warp cores, engines, you get engineering consoles, science consoles, and tactical. So what I have down here is just a small array of what actually you can get. Unfortunately, I don't have everything on me at the moment. Or I just have never purchased them because they didn't benefit me in any way, unfortunately. So you have a look at the shields here. This is the advanced shield. You can also get the elite shields from the colony. They're absolutely brilliant. I do have the updated advanced shields. I have epic variant on at the moment, but this was just a spare one I had laying around, so I just brought it into my inventory. So you can get all your shields there, and they're usually a lot more powerful than what your standard shields are. Obviously, there are different set bonuses for like reputation shields, everything like that, which would benefit you as well. So they're not everything, to be honest, but they are better than the standard light shields that you can pick up from Deep Space Encounter. So you can get your shields, you can get your deflectors. There are many different deflectors on here, which will benefit each player differently, depending on what you're looking for. Usually what I'm going for is... with mine is anything that's going to benefit my DPS, going to benefit my weapons in any way. So most of the stuff I actually have here is designed to do that. You can get the advanced fleet combat, and you can get all your engines as well. I'm going to be honest, I don't actually use them. Mainly because I like having that sector space speed, so I actually use the Borg reputation engines. So when it comes to the fleet ones, they are brilliant in combat, absolutely brilliant in combat. They are a lot quicker in combat than what my simulated engines are. But I do prefer that sector space because I get a little bit bored, and it could just be easier for me just to change them down there, but nobody got time for that. So you do get your engines in there. You even get stuff like your warp cores as well. So as you can see here, this is actually the one I currently use at the moment. If you look over at my ship, it's got nothing in the deflector and nothing in the warp core. The elite fleet isolated protomatter warp core, in my opinion, these are actually better than the ones that I have below here. Mainly because they actually added a little extra bonuses which the other one didn't, and it actually benefited me a lot more to get my critical hit up. So I'd always recommend the if you're going for fleet stuff, go for the protomatter warp core because it's absolutely brilliant. You have your engineering consoles, and these you can pick up from the K13 station. You can pick these up from the fleet dilithium mine as well. These top two are from the dilithium mine. The bottom one is from the K13 station, which is the Xenotech resilient module. They basically do what your others do usually, okay? But they do have the extra effect. Like on here, it has plus 18.8 hull restoration. So they usually have a little bit extra just to give you. So they're not a bad thing to really go for. The next one I have, this is from the Romulan Fleet Romulan Embassy. This actually decreases threat generation by 75% when active, but it also gives me a 37.5 Starship Shield Restoration, which at the time, I normally equip these to science vessels, because it actually helps out a lot more. There are a lot of other these consoles as well, but I'd never bought them, because I'm more of my playstyle is more tactical, and my character's tactical, so it benefited me a lot more to go for a tactical way. These are the tactical consoles from the Fleet Spire. These are absolutely fantastic, in the way of they have. I mean, I don't know how much the percentage is going to be when it upgrades to level 15, because mine are in level 14 at the moment. Just because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realise they'd upped the cap, to be honest. So I've got all that to do. Won't take, it's only one level. So at the moment, 37.5% anti-proton damage, which is the exact same as the standard consoles that you usually get from stuff like your Deep Space Encounters. But they actually come with the plus 1.9% critical chance. Now, that's absolutely fantastic that you want to look for that, because it's actually going to benefit you quite a lot if you're actually going to PvP circumstances and everything like that. I know when I first started PvP stuff, I was absolutely rubbish. Had absolutely no idea how bad my ship actually was without these consoles. So this is really what you're going to want to go for. Plus, you do have the vulnerability exploiter here, which does the exact same damage output, be it anti-proton, disruptor, everything like that, but it has a plus 9.4% critical severity, which will increase the amount of damage that you're hitting with, rather than the chance of hitting. You can find all your stats and what you're doing. Just go over to the stats, have a look at the critical chance, critical severity. You want it roughly looking like this. Not 100%. I've taken stuff like the warp core off, which my warp core benefits the severity, so it's a little bit lower now. So yeah, you're going to get everything there. But if you're looking at your fleet, obviously this is the normal fleet fleet information section. You can find all the information that your fleet needs, as you can see on mine. These are the prerequisites that I have for you to rank up and progress through my fleet. So you can find everything, roster, everything like that, information-wise, that you actually need if you perhaps need to get hold of one of the fleet leaders, etc., etc. The next bit is the fleet holdings. So by donating your resources, you can actually, like this, you can actually do your fleet a world of good. So by doing that, you're then progressing the fleet further. So this is where everyone says don't do it, it's a waste of time. This is where I disagree personally, because the more points you get, as you can see at the bottom, I've got 10 million fleet credits. That's the cap. I can't get any more than that. I just can't find a way of spending them, to be honest. But the more, if you cycle over to Libel, the more points you have here is what most fleets go by. They add up your total scores throughout all of these, and then they go from there where your promotion needs to be, and then they will be able to give you the permission to go and buy basically all the bits that you want. So this is where I actually started a lot earlier than actually endgame materials, because I actually wanted that progression, which I did progress quite well in the fleet I was in. However, I then left that to create my own. But by progressing through there, you're going to benefit yourself a lot more. And I would personally, I'd always recommend early as possible. I'd always recommend starting early as possible, to be honest. It's just so much easier. You can even buy an extra R&D slot from your research base. And if I go on to there with trait slots. They all have lot. Yes, I haven't got mine just yet. It's in the middle of upgrading soon. And then they're going to benefit you a lot as well with the extra abilities. So it's well worth joining a fleet, getting everything you need. And you know, fleet people in your fleet, they're usually pretty kind. They usually help people out when you need it. So don't be afraid to talk to people in your fleet. But as far as the fleet goes, that is near enough everything you really need to be concerned about. But it's pretty easy to do, and it's pretty easy to rank yourself up. Don't go mental over it, but don't be afraid to help out your fleet. Um, there are a lot of top fleets on there, so just have a look through the fleet, find a fleet section, and which will, just in case you didn't see it, it's just down here. And you just, all you do is message the fleet leader and like, can I have an invite, etc, etc, and they'll pop you in. But as far as that is basically it on fleets. So do have a look for those consoles, upgrade yourself, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But as much as that is actually it for this stream. If you are watching on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe, I would appreciate it very much. And I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.